right, hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Evan.sophir, for those who don't know. Again, I'm with William Ravis Real Estate. I'm a real estate agent in South Florida. And joining me today is my good friend, Nicole Maron from
Hey, how are you?
She's the office manager at Care One Dental in Delray Beach. She's also a part-time real estate investor, which has made us great friends. And Nicole, thank you for joining me. And please
Thanks
tell
for
everybody,
having me.
no problem. And please tell everybody who doesn't know you or doesn't know Care One Dental what it is that Care One Dental does, what you do on a daily basis, and anyone you're looking to connect with for your business.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. So Care One Dental is basically, we're a full service dental. We do general dentistry and hygiene, but we're also involved in specialties. We do root canals, oral surgery, and orthodontics. And most recently, we're bringing on Botox and fillers and oral therapy and things like that in the office. Right now, the way that with COVID-19, how things have impacted our office and how we're running our day-to-day operations, as you can see, I'm not in the dental office right now. I'm at home, but I have all of my calls being routed to my cell phone. So emergencies, patients that need emergency extractions or having dental pain, we're able to service them. So we can answer the phones and then find out what's going on. And then we'll go to the office and we will meet with that patient. What we want to do is make sure that we're cutting down on the amount of people that are in the office to keep infection control, under control. So we're very fastidious about how we're going about making sure that the place is not crowded and making sure that each person comes in there, they're by themselves. And when they leave, everything gets sterilized from the chair all the way out to the front door. So
Right.
that's what we're doing. But, we do want to let people know that we are still here and we can help you.
Right. No, that's great. I was going to ask too, what do you, once hopefully COVID-19 comes to more of the end than the beginning, how do you anticipate it being then? Do you anticipate the office being super busy or people needing a lot of assistance from you guys?
Yeah, there are a lot of people who have obviously fallen out of their hygiene. So all of those people are going to be coming back. So I've got people who are calling, when can I come? When can I come? And then I also have people who are saying, well, when you open, I don't know if I want to come. I'm scared. So, there's a mix. And, we are going to do what we've always done. We've always been very good about hygiene. We wear personal protection, and we're asking people, when they come in, hey, you're not sick, right? If you're making an appointment, have you been sick? Have you been traveling? We can't eliminate all variables, but we do certainly do our best to bring it down. But how we're going to roll out when we open the doors, I don't know, the best that we can, right?
Right.
I think that we're going to get back to normal pretty soon, as long as things kind of stay the same. We've flattened the curve, as they say, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And then let me ask you one more question too. What is how did you get started in this business? Have you lived in, I don't even think I know this, have you lived in Florida your whole life or?
No, I'm actually from New York. I moved to Florida 2 years ago and came on board with this practice as a way to get into the work arena, and I became somewhat passionate about it. My background, I have 20 years of volunteer EMS experience, so I've always kind of been on the forefront of wanting to help and
Right.
caring about things. And it's funny because the two things, like, I can see plenty of things. I could see, trauma. But for some reason, I was always a little bit squeamish about nails and teeth. But being in the dental practice, I've helped, I've assisted, and I've gotten over that hurdle. And I think that the rewarding part for me is knowing that in the dental field, somebody comes in, they're in pain, they can walk out of pain,
Right.
So it's almost an immediate gratification for me, because I know that we're doing something great, and also being able to see relief in a patient.
Right. Right. Exactly. No, that's so true. And yeah, no, I think it's great work that you do. And I haven't really seen an office quite like yours before, which is why I
Yeah.
definitely wanted, which is why I'm glad that you're on to explain it to people who aren't familiar with Care One Dental.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And then here, I want to address anyone who's watching who's interested in the real estate subject.
May I ask you a question about that?
Yeah, sure, sure.
How are you able to show? Because I know a lot of the country clubs aren't even allowing outside people in. I believe some of them are starting to relax that rule, but how are you able to show properties to people?
Right. So, like you said, you are correct. Obviously, there are some communities and some associations which aren't allowing any showings right now. So that's one aspect of it, which of course I understand fully. However, I have shown some properties in the past, and we've done it virtually.
Hmm.
I've also been a part of a showing where the family went into the home and they took all the necessary precautions. They wore a mask, they wore gloves, everything
Right.
like that. Luckily, the home actually was vacant,
Yeah,
so that's been
that's
a good
easier.
that's a good scenario, for the buyer standpoint and also for the seller standpoint, because it's just the house is just there by itself. So that's I've gotten calls before that say people want to see a house, but they only want to see a vacant house, which
Right.
definitely makes sense. And then, like I said, with the virtual showings, I've been a part of one where I FaceTimed a client. We walked through the home and ended up quite well, and we're still searching actually. So I'm on the MLS for them constantly. And then I've been a
Yeah.
part of another showing where I was the listing agent for the home, and the buyer's agent came in and they actually walked their clients throughout the home, actually on Zoom. So they connected to Wi-Fi, went on the computer, and sort of went on Zoom and did it like that instead of FaceTiming. So that was really interesting. But yeah, it's sort of like you just said, every association, every community is different.
Yeah,
Uh,
we'll get through it. I'm confident. I'm
I,
confident.
I think so, yeah. And then I wanted to say too, just to everybody, as sort of like a last message here, me and Nicole will wrap it up. But anyone who's interested in real estate, something I wanted to talk about today is just taking all the necessary precautions in your home. And Nicole, I'm glad that you asked me the question and phrased it in the way that you did, because uh, people should definitely be very cautious of doing showings in their home. For instance, I even have a listing that we actually took temporarily off the market
Hmm.
because the homeowners were just too concerned about having people in their home and then possibly going to another home for showings. In that case, both the scenarios, like I said, were houses that were not vacant.
Right.
They wanted to see, and obviously their house they occupy. So people should definitely be very cautious. And if that's the case, I more than understand. And we're planning for the future. Now is a great time to plan. So we're definitely, like I said, planning towards the future. And hopefully once this clears up, we'll be able to put the home back on the market and showings will progress as normal. But anyone who would like to see a house should just be very precautious. Or if you want to show your house, make sure that you have a station where maybe even outside the home or right when you walk in, where there's masks, gloves, lots of hand sanitizer, everything like that. So just make sure you're cautious, because showings are still possible and they are still happening. But I totally understand if you're on the other side of that coin as well.
Yeah. Evan, thank you. Thank you very much. And I want you to know that I enjoy working with you. I'm looking forward to doing some real estate transactions with you really soon.
Sounds great. Let's do it. Yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. And again, Nicole, thank you so much for being here. You're one of my favorite people that I've met in the past year.
Thank you.
So yeah, thank you. And I'll see you on Friday at our BNI group.
I'll see you Friday.
Yeah, Zoom. Yeah.
Bye.
All right. Thank you very much.
Take care.